Hello curl friends, welcome to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. Today we are doing a video on the best lightweight curly hair products. I thought this would be a great time to do it because it is summertime and the heat and humidity that at least the northern hemisphere, a lot of you in the northern hemisphere are probably facing. And this is also a video that is kind of geared towards fine hair curlies. So these are products that I think would work better in the summertime and for fine hair curlies maybe any time of the year. So if this is something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. All right, when picking these products, I did kind of go by category. So I did go by wash day products and then I did do stylers. Some stylers in kind of every section. And I wanted to keep this very minimal. I didn't want to do a bunch of products. I didn't want it to be like my favorites, which maybe isn't a bunch compared to what I have in my product stash, but it's not overly extensive. Anyways, all that to say, this is a very concise list of products that I have in my stash that I think are very lightweight and I think that you might enjoy. So starting off with, we are going to start off with the wash day products. And these are in no particular order necessarily, but I do have products. Now I said these are in my stash. These are technically empties, but I did just empty them in 2025. So it's still pretty fresh in my mind. I have the Curl Fresh shampoo and I have the Curl Fresh conditioner. I love both of these. These are amazing. These are more like your daily shampoos. I could have included clarifying shampoos in this list, but I'm telling you I didn't because I think that's more generally known that, you know, you can use that to lift the product buildup off your hair, give you a deeper cleanse, and it's going to be more lightweight. So these products that I'm looking at for the wash day products are just your general, more everyday shampoos and conditioners, but they're ones that I think are lightweight and still nourishing as well. So I love these. These are very nourishing, very softening, but it doesn't leave your hair feeling weighed down at all. Absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to purchase. When I do another AG purchase, I'm going to purchase the full size of these. So I love these. Another shampoo that I have that I really love is the Nature's Little Secret Cucumber Nourishing Shampoo. This is just a fantastic shampoo. It doesn't look like I've used much, and I haven't used this a ton, but I do love this. I picked this up, I think, well, I tried it out for you guys in the fall time, and this, you don't need a lot, and it is very nourishing as it says, but it gives, when you're finished washing, your scalp feels lightweight, your hair feels lightweight, it feels fully cleansed, and yet not stripped or dry or anything like that. So love that shampoo for that. I don't have a corresponding conditioner that I am like in love with. I used a leave-in conditioner for that, the Nature's Little Secret Banana leave-in conditioner. I've only used that once, whereas I've used the shampoo a few more times than that. I'm just not sure how I feel about that leave-in conditioner as a rinse out. It worked, but I'm just not sure that I'm in love with it like I am with the shampoo. Another set of a shampoo and conditioner that I absolutely love is the Curlsmith Frizz Control line. Absolutely love this. I have the Frizz Control Cleanser and then the Frizz Control Duo Conditioner. So you can leave this as, or you can use this as a rinse out or a leave-in conditioner, and I've used it for both. But here we're featuring it for like what it is for the wash day part of the products. Once again, these products leave your hair feeling soft, nourished, but still fully cleansed. Absolutely love them. Now in my list, I didn't include any deep conditioners because I just generally feel like that is a more heavy product, especially for fine hair curlies or low density fine hair curlies. You're gonna feel that. I don't hardly need to deep condition in the summertime at all. I can, most years I can get away without doing it if I wanted to, if I didn't have like videos to give for you guys. Last year was a bit of an exception. I was going through something with an autoimmune condition. It just kind of made my hair a little bit more straw-like, a little bit more dry feeling. So hopefully I won't have that issue this year. I'm thinking of one leave-in conditioner in particular. I'm just gonna throw it out here. It is the Jessie Curl. Their deep treatment is a protein-free deep conditioner, and usually that is something that is like protein-free usually translates to a little heavier because it doesn't have the proteins to, you know, reinforce the bounce to my curls. But that is a very lightweight deep conditioner in my opinion, from my experience, and I felt like that worked phenomenal with the rest of my styling routine. And I did do that in the summer, didn't have an issue. Another one I guess I'm going to add as well is the Curlsmith, the, what is it called? Like the Hydro Smoothing. I'll have a picture of it here and the title of it included as well, if you can't tell. But that conditioner is another protein-free one, and somehow my curls do not feel weighed down, but it gives incredible moisture to your hair. So those are ones that I just kind of did off the cuff that I didn't necessarily include in my list. If you don't need to use a deep conditioner, by all means, don't feel like you need to use these. Next, I have 2 leave-in conditioners, and if you know me at all, you know I love the Aussie Hair Insurance leave-in conditioner. This is a great detangler, and it provides some moisture, and this is easy to pair with a lot of different things. It's affordable. You can easily find it on the ground, so I think it's a great option. If you're fine hair curly, this shouldn't weigh your curls down. Another product that is kind of new to me is the Wow Dream Coat for curly hair. And I don't know if this is technically a leave-in or a curl cream, but it kind of like the application is how I would apply a leave-in. It's very lightweight, and this is just amazing. Like, this gives curl enhancement to it, definitely. There is a light bit of hold to this, so I guess that would kind of be more like a curl cream in a sense. You can get away with it. I would definitely prefer to pair it with a hairspray if I chose to do that. But if your hair is very fine, if your hair is very low density, I would say try this out with a hairspray that you like and see if it works for you. It shouldn't weigh your curls down, I would feel like, but I have really enjoyed this. I haven't used it in the summertime, I will say that, but it does have silicones in it, so I feel like that would be helpful for the heat and humidity, just kind of taming that frizz down. Once again though, I feel like if you want to avoid frizz in the long term, you're going to want to use a hairspray because that just doesn't have the long-term hold to it. Next, for 2 creams that I have the AG Curl Fresh Definer here. This is one of those creams that I can use as a one and done, but I don't prefer to. But I chose this because it is lightweight. And like I said, if you really want to use just a cream styler, if you like that soft type of effect for your hair, you can use this by itself. It will give you some hold. This is just a great styler though. Like I said, I like to pair this with a lot of other things, and I find that it doesn't weigh my hair down even with pairing it with other products. Now the next product I have might be kind of controversial for some of you. You may not agree with this, but I have the Lush Love Your Curls All-in-One Styler. This one is one that I prefer to use as a single styler. I have paired it with a few other things, but generally it softens up my other styler so much that it kind of seems pointless to pair it with something else, like another gel or a mousse or anything like that. So then I just prefer to use this with some hairspray, and it gives great, fantastic results. A little goes a long way. You do not need to go heavy-handed. You really emulsify this into your hands. It really builds up, and you'll see that you have a lot of product. And then as you're rubbing it into your hair or dispersing it into your hair, you can rub your hands together again, and you'll see that the product really builds up again. So like I said, a little goes a long way on that, but I do feel like if you use it as a single styler with some hairspray, I know that's always my catch, but it can be a very lightweight product. I don't know, you may like to pair it with something else, but that's just not the way I prefer to do it. Next, I'm moving on to gels, and I have 3 gel options. I have the AG Liquid Effects. Says it's a styling lotion. It's actually a very thin gel, and this just works great, pairs well with a lot of things. It is lightweight. It's not as moisturizing as like the Weedad Advanced Climate Control, which can have a little bit heavier of a feel to it, but this is very lightweight. Similar effect though as far as hold and just the styling that it gives my curls, so I do really like that. If you know me at all, you know I love my Dippy Doo Girls with Curls gel. This is always going to be in my favorites. It's lightweight. I do have to apply this on soaking wet hair, and every once in a while it can give me kind of a flash drying effect, but I like this paired with creams. I like this paired with a leave-in, but this is a great one. A lot of times I find this at my local like TJ Maxx or Marshalls. A lot of times they have Dippy Doo products for a good price. I think you can get it on Amazon, and maybe Walmart online is carrying it now. It does contain protein, so once again, that helps just give my curls a little extra boost that they love, especially in the summertime. Then I have the Jessie Curls Spiralicious Styling Gel. Now, this one is a really good one. I tried this in the summertime. I can get away with using this as a single styler in the summertime, but I can't go like a super long time without washing my hair again because it does tend to let my hair dry out if I use it as a single styler. But you could pair it with a light leave-in if you still want to stay on the lighter side. So I haven't tried this combination, but this would probably work out. Like I said, my Aussie pairs well with a lot of things. Or I imagine you could probably even put these two together. You know, you got the silicones in this, and you got extra holding power in this, and it would probably be fabulous. So I love this gel, especially for the summertime. I I haven't tried it in the wintertime. I've done it in the fall, but I haven't done it in the wintertime. But we're working on the summertime lightweight products, so that's what we're focusing on. The last category I have is mousse and foams, and I have a foam here. I'm actually not sure if this is still available, to be truthfully honest. I kind of think it might not be, but I'm not 100% certain. It is the Main Choice Peach and Black Tea Mousse, or foam I should say, and I have loved this so much. I love the scent of it, for one thing. That is like a huge appeal to me. But this is a very lightweight foam, and it gives decent hold for a foam. Like, I can use this as my final topper or my main holding product, but I do have to go in with a light leave-in conditioner underneath. And once again, I have paired this with my Aussie in particular. I know it works well. So if you like a lightweight hold, it won't give you the hold of a gel. I will say that it won't give you the hold of a gel, but it does pretty good. So I hope Main Choice will bring this back, but who knows. Another product that I have is the Curlsmith Bouncy Strength Volume Foam. This has been a good one. This one I tend to prefer to pair underneath a gel. I will work that in, especially up to my roots, but I'll put it in all over. And this just gives a little extra lift, a little extra volume and bounce to my curls, as it says in the title, with this proteins in it. And I like this. So another good one. But like I said, I can't use this one as like a holding product. It doesn't have the hold for me. The last product I have is Alonza's Curls Healing Butter Whip Mousse. And this is one that I've tried more recently in 2025. And the first time I tried this was an Influenced by the Influencer video. And I did it without brush styling. Like, I just used my hands or my fingers to distribute the product. Did I use a brush? I think I just used my hands, because we were working for volume, and I got the volume, I will say that, but it wasn't like, my curls weren't defined like I usually like for brush styling. So I did use this with a brush, and I made a little shorts video of that, and I liked the definition of my curls a lot better. I felt like it lasted me a little bit longer because of that definition, but I do think this is a very lightweight mousse, and I like it. You can use it as a single styler if you want. So that is a wrap on all the products that I think are very lightweight, best to use in the summertime, and for my fine hair, low density curlies. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love to have you click the subscribe button and the like button. It really helps me out. And until I see you again in the next video, oh, by the way, I'll have all these products linked. So don't worry, check out those links if you're interested in purchasing any of these. But till I see you again in the next video, have a great day. Bye.